Get ready with me using Leah Halton'S makeup tutorial. So Little Miss 1.1 billion views starts off using the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Hydrating Primer. And she actually uses the Hourglass brush that I have to blend out most of her products, which I've never seen anyone blending out their primer with a brush. Thing is though, I actually hate this primer. Like, I never bought the full size for a reason, because it literally makes my makeup pill every time I use it, but maybe applying it with a brush is the hack, because this actually laid down really well. She then does her brows with the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax, which I literally just ran out of and threw out, but I do have their 24-hour brow setter and that's close enough, so I'm just gonna fluff up my brows how she does. Her brows are like a bit like more thin and styled than mine normally are, so oh, that's literally perfect. Not perfect, but that'll work. She then uses the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I'm scared because this stuff breaks me out bad. That's why I haven't used it in forever, but I'm just gonna trust. Hopefully I don't break out this time. So she kind of places it in these areas and then she just blends it out, and she says to not blend it out under your eyes because that'll make it cakey. She uses the same Hourglass brush. This stuff is just like too natural and shimmery for me. Like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm gonna trust Leah. Okay, so she uses the Maybelline concealer, which I don't have, but this is like the placement of where she puts it. So I'm just gonna use my Milk Makeup one, which I think is too light for me, and I just added way too much. She also puts it here, but she said that she doesn't fully blend it out, so that when she does her bronzer and blush, it'll blend in seamlessly with them. So I guess for now we're leaving that half unblended. Now she uses the Fenty Cream bronzer, which I do not have, but I'm gonna use this new one from Benefit because I feel like it kind of gives off a similar vibe, and this is in the shade Original. She puts this stuff on her forehead, cheeks, and jaw. Hopefully I end up as beautiful as her at the end. And she also takes the leftovers on the brush and just pops it on her eyelids, which I always do that as well with my bronzers. Okay, now for her nose, she said that she just puts a little bit of bronzer on the tip right there because she said that everything else makes it look bigger. Now for blush, she uses the Patrick Ta Cream Blush, which I do not have, but I feel like this one size cream blush palette is really similar. Guys, I just opened this and okay, wait, 12 months. Mind you, I haven't used this in like a really long time, but there's little dots on the cream blush, and I think that might be mold, so I will not be using that actually. I'm not exactly sure, but I will not be taking any chances with that. So instead, I'm just gonna use this Flush Bomb blush from Merit. It's a kind of different shade than what she's using, but that's alright. She does like a little cutie light pink blush. I like this blush a lot. It blends in really nicely, but I do want to try the Patrick Ta one. Okay, I feel like as she said, it kind of did all blend together when I did the other steps, but she then goes over it with the Hourglass brush again and just blends everything together. She said she blends over everywhere that she did put the concealer, and I just stabbed myself in the eye with that brush. So far, it actually does look really natural and it's not cakey anymore, so that's good. Okay, now for powder, she uses the Givenchy Libre Pink Powder. Because I'm sorry, I don't have that either. I don't have like half of this stuff, but I'm trying to find the best dupes as possible that I'll make collection. So since that's a pink powder, I have my Huda Beauty Peach Pie, and I also have my Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom, and I feel like if I mix them together, it's gonna be similar to that, because that powder is like a mix of different shades of pink. Okay, so she puts some powder on a puff, and then she spreads from the side of her nose to the top of her eyes. She said that she basically reverse contours with her powder. I feel like her everyday makeup routine is actually kind of similar to mine. Now, whatever is left over, she just takes with a fluffy brush. I don't really have a good fluffy brush, but this will work, and she just pats it along the rest of her face to set it. Okay, now after setting her cream products, she does her powder products, and for bronzer and contour powder, she uses a 10-year-old palette, which I do not have, of course. So I am just gonna go with Hoola Caramel because you can't go wrong with some Hoola bronzer, but she's a little more precise with it and using a smaller brush, so I'm gonna try to mimic that. She said she basically puts it everywhere that she put her cream contour, and then just dusts it over her eyes again and puts a little bit on the tip of the nose. Then she uses a Kylie Cosmetics powder blush, and I have something in a shade super similar. She just adds a little to the tip of the nose and just a little bit on her cheek. Okay, now this is probably one of the biggest steps of her routine, so I cannot mess this up. The fake freckles. Am I the only one who thought that her freckles were real? So I'm gonna use these fake freckles, and what she says she does, she says that she kind of like puts it on the outside to like outline the nasal cavity. I don't know, that's what she said. And it makes her nose look smaller, and then she also puts a little bit on her cheeks and a little bit just in random places. I just started using fake freckles, so hopefully I don't mess up. So she goes like here. Ooh. She just kind of does it along the side, and oh my god, I think I already messed up. Oh my god. That was so bad. Okay, I got rid of it. I kind of just like put some setting powder on top. Let me retry this. I'm gonna try to just do like one at a time. She said don't worry if it looks crazy at first, but I think I should be worried. Okay, let's not examine these freckles too hard. Okay, then to make them not look as crazy, she goes over it with a powder puff to make it look more natural. Okay, now setting spray, she uses the Hourglass Veil, and I have tried that before, and I feel like it's really similar to this one. She goes in pretty heavy-handed, which I also do, just like a bunch of sprays. Okay, now her last step of her face makeup is highlighter, and she uses a pink highlighter, and apparently she got it like years ago, so I also do not have that, but I do have this pink highlighter from Benefit. I'm trying to find a good brush for this right now. Whatever. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of that on the cheeks right there. Now she uses the Rare Beauty highlighter, which is like my favorite highlighter ever. And guys, she made a point in the video. She said that everyone's Rare Beauty highlighter is broken. Literally same. But it sucks because this is like the most amazing highlighter ever. I don't know what's wrong with this formula, but it just breaks. So she puts this on her inner corner, her nose. Okay, now that we're done with the face, we're moving on to the eyes, and I am so scared. Okay, so this queen uses brown eyeliner, as we all know. And she does like a nice, like beautiful, perfect wing. And I am not a girl to do perfect wings. I'm gonna try, and I'm praying that I do not mess this up. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm so scared. I'm gonna do this off camera because I know that I'm gonna mess up if I do it looking here. Okay, I kind of did that, but now I have to match it to the other side, which is the hardest part. Okay, wait, I'm feeling really proud of myself. Okay, now mascara time. She uses the Hourglass mascara, which I do not have, but I do have one with a very similar brush. So we're just gonna use this, and she does it in a very interesting way. So first she kind of like wiggles the product on, and then she like sweeps them to the side. My lashes are looking very clumpy, but they don't look bad. It's definitely very easy to get mascara on your eyelids with this tactic. Guys, am I looking like her yet? Okay, now for the final step, because my lips are looking very pale, she uses the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner. She actually uses 2 different lip liners, so I don't have the Kylie one, but I do have the second one that she uses. So first, I'm just going to use this one because I feel like the shade is similar to what she's using. Close enough. And then she uses Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and she kind of just, ooh, mine's like broken. She kind of just like blends it together. Like that. Okay, I didn't have the exact lip combo, but I think that my lips are looking similar-ish. I think I missed up on the lashes a bit and made them a bit too thick. Okay, so this is the final result. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I look like her? I kind of see it, but I don't know. Comment down below whose makeup routine I should try next.